Peace, it's Equality Fragrances. I'm back. Well, I took this summer off because I just wanted to enjoy life, right? We wasn't locked down. I don't sit in the house. I got a lot of things going on. It's not locked down like back in early 2020. The world's opened up. I enjoyed it. So with that being said, I wore a lot of fragrances. And when I took this summer off, there were fragrances that I wore multiple times and I just absolutely enjoyed. I wasn't doing a lot of testing fragrances. I was just wearing and enjoying my fragrances, which is why we should all be in this game anyway. With that being said, today's video is going to be called the Best in Class Summer of 2021. What does that mean? These are my top 10 fragrances I wore during the summer. This is not a niche list, designer list. This is just flat up my top 10 fragrances. No honorable mentions. I wore all of these fragrances more than once and I'm gonna rank them. So with that being said, let's go ahead and start the show. Coming in at number 10 is one of my favorite citrus fragrances within my entire collection. This fragrance is a citrus bomb. No, it's not from the house of Mancera. This fragrance has grapefruit, citruses, bergamot, petitgrain, lemon, musk, and vetiver. This is just in the musk and the vetiver. The musk adds a little bit of soapiness, the vetiver some woodiness. Most citrus fragrance has a woody base, and that's just so it doesn't smell like you just poured citruses on your skin. Now this gives off a very fresh, clean, soapy vibe, but you also know whenever you get a soapy citrus kind of fragrance, this comes off smelling it from the nozzle almost like clean citrus dishwasher soap, which isn't necessarily a bad thing. Dress it up or dress it down. This is coming from the house of Boadicea the Victorious, and this is energizing. Now, smelling it from the nozzle, I get more soapiness than what I get on skin. On skin, I get a lot of citruses and wood, and the musk is more in the background. So it goes back to, you got to put stuff on skin and wear it. You just can't smell it on paper. And again, I wore this multiple times, and this has had some burn. And this is from the house of Boadicea the Victorious, Energizer. Coming in number 9 is probably one of the best coconut style fragrances you can buy within the game. A lot of times when you deal with coconut and fragrances, sometimes it gets really creamy. Sometimes it turns into this suntan lotion kind of thing, which isn't a bad thing, but this is a realistic coconut. Like you just chopped it off a tree, you cut open the top and you started drinking water out of it and you can just smell it. This is realistic. This fragrance, if I can describe it, I would describe it as pina colada. I use this fragrance to layer in a lot of different fragrances. I have layered this with Bleu De Chanel Parfum. I've layered this with Aventus. It's just an absolute incredible smell. And when you smell it, you think it could be deceiving. It performs, and it performs well. This is coming from the independent house called Beach Giza. You probably heard of it. It's not new in Fragcom. This is Coco Moon. Again, it's pineapple, bergamot, a realistic coconut. You have green florals. I'm getting a lot of tuberose in here, and you get some woodiness with a vanilla base. A great summer fragrance. Vacation in a bottle. When I was in Cabo, I took this with me. You cannot go wrong with this fragrance. And again, Beach Giza, Coco Moon. Coming in at number 8 is a fragrance I said no matter what will always make my summer list. This is just good, man. And I reviewed this fragrance already, so I'm not gonna go too much in depth. This is a Jorge Lee creation. No, it's not Hacivat. This is from the house of Navitus Parfums, Viva More. Now, you already know Jorge Lee did it, so you get that same pineapple note up top, which is very ripe, juicy, sweet, and realistic. And then you get saffron and woodiness that starts developing within this fragrance. If I could just briefly describe it, I would say this is what happens when you take Creed Aventus, a really fruity batch of Creed Aventus with no smoke, and you blend it with Baccarat Rouge 540. Two of the most iconic, most popular fragrances within Fragcom. Therefore, you know you can't go wrong with this. Dress it up, dress it down. You can do whatever you want. In the summertime, wear this whenever. You going on a date, you want compliments, this just bangs out. And that's Viva More. Coming in at number 7 is a fragrance I picked up this year. I have enjoyed the wearing of this fragrance. Highly complimented, man. I do not care if you are a man, a woman, where you're going, what you are wearing, it's gonna smell phenomenal. This is the kind of fragrance that when people smell you, it's not gonna smell like you're trying too hard, but they're gonna be inclined to compliment you and come within your realm and want to smell more of it. It's very addictive and sensual is how I would describe this fragrance. This is from the house Initio Parfums. This is Musk Therapy. This is just, it's so good. I'm gonna wear this in the wintertime. I wanna see what it does. It's god damn. Musk, I get a lot of fruitiness in it. Like tart fruitiness. I get a lot of blackcurrant, bergamot. I don't get a lot of mandarin orange, which is also listed in this. Not all for my skin. I get sandalwood. Sandalwood is one of my favorite woody notes within fragrances. And you get this almost honey-like, fruity, floral thing going on. If you like fragrances like Byredo's Bald Air Freak, you will like this. If you don't like fragrances like Bald Air Freak, you might not like this. They don't smell the same. It's not redundant to have both. But if you're going to talk about a fragrance category, to me, they interchangeable. They will fit in the same category. I like this. I like this a lot. And that's Initio Parfums Musk Therapy. Coming in number 6 is a fragrance layering combination. But before I talk about what I layered this year, last year I bought y'all a masterful layering combination. One that's highly complimented. This is such a good combination. I was the first one in FragCom even talking about layering these two fragrances, that a clone company made a clone with a mixture of these two fragrances. Did they show love? Of course them cocksuckers didn't. But it doesn't matter. It is what it is. And that's Nishane Ani and Nishane Hacivat. When you layer these two in the right combination, because this will actually overpower this. So you had to watch it. But when you layered it, it was just adding a little bit of vanilla with that pineapple and woodiness and all the other elements like the ginger and stuff in here. It just made this fragrance almost better, a little bit more playful. But this year, I wanted to brighten it up a little bit. So what I added with Hacivat, which is already an impeccable fragrance, I added Wulong Cha. It's a Nishane combination, so you know performance is there. Again, this has more fruitiness. So with this, some of the complaints is that pineapple and a lot of oak moss, so it's really mature and woody. But when you add the fruitiness, all the fruits and the tea and the fig and everything, and you add it into this woodiness that Hacivat get, it just makes it so enjoyable to wear. I also wore a lot of this by itself. So it's kind of a combination, number 6, of a layer between these two and this fragrance by itself, Wulong Cha. You can't go wrong with them. Both are enjoyable. And number 5 is a remarkable fragrance from an independent fragrance house. This fragrance was so good when I recorded my first impressions on it, that the moment I stopped recording, before I even edited the video, I went and purchased this bottle like I said I was gonna do. I know a lot of reviewers are creating fragrances and stuff of that nature. If I ever had a chance to create a fragrance, I would probably choose the owner and perfumer to create my fragrance with. One of my top perfumers in the game. I'm enjoying what he's doing. This is tropical, clean, ozonic, soapy, musky as hell, but it works in the high heat. This is coming from the house of Monteith Olfactive. This is Makai. The perfumer owner is Mr. Oz, who used to do fragrance reviews. He hasn't done one in a while, probably because he's focusing on his company. I respect that. Fruity, tropical, a little salty. I feel like it might be some driftwood or something in here. Little floral, like exotic florals. Again, I did the first impressions on it before I could even edit the video. Once I stopped recording, I went to the website and purchased this. That's how much I like this. It almost smells like, and I've described it as like those bounce pods. Like if you ever had those tropical pods that you put in your wash to make your clothes, like Unstoppables. That's what they're called. Like one of them tropical Unstoppables, that's kind of what this smells like. So just know when you walk in the house, you're gonna smell good, you're gonna smell clean, you're gonna smell fresh. And this is Makai. Coming in number 4. Could have easily been number 1. Easily. It's probably top 10 most complimented fragrances within my collection. When I say compliments, I'm not talking about my girlfriend. I'm not talking about people who know you, the fragrance person, so they expect you to wear a fragrance so they looking. I'm talking about strangers. They don't know you. They're wearing masks. And they say, you smell so good. I just want to let you know. I was one of the first to get this fragrance. When I got it, I went on IG and said that it's my favorite pineapple fragrance within all of Fragcon. My guy, Ross Carlos, over at TOTG Reviews, got his the next day, uploaded the first impressions video, and agreed this is incredible pineapple fragrance. This is from the house of Kajal. This is Lamar. It's aromatic, a little fresh, spicy, fruity, juicy, ripe pineapple, rose, and it's not a rosy rose, but it's dead though. Woody, ambery base. It could have easily been my number 1. Easily. Stunning fragrance. You cannot go wrong with it. This is Lamar from Kajal. Coming in at number 3. Stunning, man. This is highly complimented. I don't care who wears it. This, what it's trying to interpret, they hit the nail on the head with this. It is a 1-for-1, and it smells exactly like what it's trying to interpret. This is my favorite in the genre of the house. This is from the house of Killian. This is Roses on Ice. I have called this fragrance brunch in a bottle. I have spoken about this fragrance several times, and I've shown this fragrance a lot of love on my IG. If you're not following me, link will be in the description. Stunning. Now, some people say, the cucumber note, you don't really get, I'm telling you, when people smell this in the air, Sunday brunch, you at an all-white party, it's my favorite from the liquors. And I have all the liquors. It's my favorite. Just, it bangs out. I don't care if you're a man or a woman, you're gonna smell absolutely phenomenal. That's Roses on Ice. Coming in at number 2 is the power of the ocean. It is my number 2 most worn fragrance this summer. Complimented magnet, man. Golly. It's complex. It starts off unisex, almost feminine. It ends up unisex, masculine. It's not overly unique, but it's unique. Quality, superb. This is from the house of boadicea, the Victorious. This is Azerak. This is the power of the ocean. This is my favorite blue fragrance I have ever put my nose on and within my collection. So when I say it's not overly unique, kind of feminine, it's like it starts off smelling like Eta Purpura, but more aquatic, or Jardine exclusive, more closer than Mancera's Jardine exclusive, but just a little bit more aquatic. So you get this fruity, floral, aromatic, aquatic thing going on with this. But then when it starts to transition and dry down, you get this nice aquatic, woody, ambery, traditional blue, almost masculine scent. It needs its own review, of course. I'll get to it. I don't know when I get to it. But stunning fragrance, one you should definitely sample and get your nose on. This is from the house of Boadicea the Victorious. This is Azrak. Coming in at number 1 is the best summer fragrance money can buy. I stand on that. I don't care who it is and who it's from. The best summer fragrance money can buy. Performance is bananas, and it's an EDT. Nobody really knew about this fragrance, was really rocking with it. I did a review on this or discussed this fragrance. It immediately sold out. You can't find it nowhere. Where it is, unfortunately, is going to be discontinued, but I'll go into that when I do a single review on this fragrance. Everybody who I've recommended this fragrance to all love the fragrance. There isn't one person who said they do not love this fragrance. This fragrance went on vacation with me to Cabo. I have worn the hell out this fragrance. Highly complimented. It is summer in a bottle. The best white t-shirt fragrance, the best summer fragrance, the best hot weather fragrance you can put on your body. This is coming from the house of Raymond Midnight Gold from their Ibiza collection. This is La Isla Blanca. I've given this so much burn and taken this so many places, you can see like I'm getting scratches on the bottle, the white part. Burn, man. Do not look at the notes on Fragrantica. It's deceiving. It smells nothing like the notes that are listed. This is tropical, sexy. This smells like you are at an exotic location, like on Greece, on the French Peninsula, on a yacht. Everybody's wearing all white, sexy, half-naked people. The best summer fragrance you can buy. It is what it is. Now, if you don't like a little saltiness in your fragrance, this might not be for you because it has that. I think it might be some driftwood in here. Tropical, I get some lime, I get a little bit of coconut, all which aren't even remotely listed. Again, in these zone review, La Isla Blanca from Raymond Midnight Gold Ibiza collection. So, those are my top 10 fragrances I wore this summer, called the Best in Class Summer 21. Every one of these fragrances I absolutely love. I know I was gone for a while. I want to thank you all who have been supporting me on IG. But I'm going to be honest, it felt so good to skip out on a season and just enjoy wearing what you have. So often we look for things in the future. We don't really enjoy what's right in front of us. And that's with anything in life. I've worn the heck out of these fragrances. One of the first times I really was able to get back and enjoy the fragrances since I started reviewing. And so I needed to get that passion back. I got tired of the same redundancy. Everybody talking about the same fragrances. It just got old. But anyway, maybe I'll discuss that on another video, but that's just kind of unnecessary. But with that being said, thank you all for showing me love. Do not forget to hit the like. The like button for reviewers lets us know that you enjoy the content. Thank you for viewing, but the like button goes a long way with exposure. To record, to edit, to upload, to give y'all content, a like is free and it's the least you can do. It kind of makes you want to record. When you do a nice video and you don't get the likes that match up with the views, it'd be like, what am I doing this for? I can just enjoy my fragrances on my own. It's not like it's a full-time job. So with that being said, please hit the like button. Leave you the way I greeted you, and that's in universal language of peace.